Okay, welcome back to BSG Annual. We're just about ready for our next run, which is going to be The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Very quickly before that, we have a couple of quick donations. We've received €4.20 from Fabi Claus, who just says, "All hail Barney! All hail Barney!" Thank you very much indeed for that. And we have a very special donation here. We have a €100 donation from iGox without a comment. But thank you very much indeed for your generosity. Remember, all your donations go towards the Dutch Cancer Society. And with that, we're going to throw it over to Jelster64 for the run of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Take it away.
All right then. So what's the file name that we agreed upon with the donations?
Okay, give me 2 seconds. We'll just get that closed off just now, and we will let you know very shortly what we've got for that. Okay, with $33.20, it's going to be Barney.
Barney! Oh yeah, all right.
All hail Barney! All hail Barney!
Can I point out that it's just Barney with a capital B? It's not all caps,
Okay,
but it is
okay.
just Barney. Thank you very much for your
crap.
incredible donations there, folks. Raised a lot of money for the Dutch Cancer Society with those names, so thank you.
Although the passion of the room says that I should like put in all caps. Barney's that important to all of us. It's with EY, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, are you ready to start the timer?
All hail Barney! 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 3, 2, 1,
Go!
All right, so there we go. This is Ocarina of Time Ganondorf source requirements. So that's a very confusing name. Basically, what this category is, if you've been around with Ocarina of Time at all, this category used to be called No I Am Wrong Warp, and before that it was called No RBA Wrong Warp. But I'll talk about that name change a bit later on. Basically, now it's called Ganondorf source requirement, and what it is it's any percent with a couple restrictions. Because any percent in this game is just you beat the first dungeon, then you wrong warp past Ganondorf, you wrong warp all the way to the Ganon fight, pretty much, and then you beat the game in 16 minutes now. It's 16 minutes now, which is a really cool route, but you barely get to play any of the game. Like, you don't get explosives, you don't get hookshot. You know, you barely get to see. You only get to see one dungeon. You don't really do much. And then there's other short categories like No Wrong Warp, where the case is also you don't get to see a lot of dungeons, and most of your time is just setting up some esoteric glitch that will allow you to strictly beat the game. Whereas GSR, so Ganondorf source requirement means that we have to beat Ganondorf, and to beat Ganondorf, you need to shoot a light arrow at him. And we need to get all the items that you need for light arrows in their original locations. So what those all are is, first of all, you need a bow and arrow. You need to get that in Forest Temple, so we need to go into Forest Temple. We're going to need light arrows themselves. For that, we need to beat Shadow and Spirit Temple. So we're going to beat Shadow and Spirit Temple, then that triggers the light arrow cutscene in Temple of Time. And then we also need magic, so you can actually use light arrows. And to get magic, you need Zelda's Lullaby. So we need to get that at like Zelda's Castle. And if you put all that together, along with explosives, because we always need explosives in Ocarina of Time, it's our glitch ammo. All that put together, you got this category where you don't do a lot of complicated stuff. I mean, there's glitches, sure, but for the most part, it's just dungeon gameplay, getting items, following the game's item-based progression, which is very broken with the glitches. You can carve so many of your own routes throughout this game. It's pretty amazing, but I don't know. This route is more comparable to any percent in Super Mario Sunshine or something, where it's short, but it's not that short that you barely get to play the game at all. And for that reason, it's very popular with both newcomers and advanced players. Like a lot of beginners are advised to start with this category because you learn so much useful stuff that you can apply all throughout the rest of the game. But yeah, now our first goal is to just get Sword and Shield in Kokiri Forest. Hi, Barney. Oh. So yeah, most of the movement in this game is back walks, side hops, and rolls. Oops. So backwalking is the fastest, but you have to turn around first to do it. And turning around takes a bit of time, so it's only faster over long distances.
Oh wow, the inverted cam side up.
Yeah, that's oh no, I read the sign. So yeah, there's I side up to the left there when I actually input a side up to the right. That's because the crawl space camera, like when you leave a crawl space, the camera kind of changes from crawl space camera to normal camera. And if you side up on the same frame that it changes, it like inverts your input.
That's quite annoying. It's not that hard to go faster, but
Yeah, it's just kind of annoying. Okay, so now coming up, we're gonna have the rupee route. Basically, in this place, you're advised to like use Z targeting and slash signs to like learn how the game works. We're gonna do all that in quick succession. Whoops.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure.
Okay,
No.
thank you very much. We okay?
I'm fine, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right, we've received a €5.69 donation from Ardapel without a comment, but thank you very much indeed for your generous donation.
Thank you. Okay, so we just did bridge flip. Had a little bit of trouble with it, but that's a little frame perfect jump slash to get onto that bridge. We're all the way up to 35 rupees now, and then that's 40 behind the counter. So now we're supposed to beat the Deku tree, but we don't need that. So I'm gonna escape the forest. And to do that, I'm gonna do this trick called a WES, Water Ascended Super Slide. So I'm gonna get momentum by doing this jump slash. And I can preserve that momentum by doing this shuffle. Yes! Okay,
Nice.
I got it. Okay, so I can roll under him if I can. Great, so that escapes the forest. So I got that, so the shuffle that I just did, that's what happens when you slightly hold your analog stick to the right. Like not very far, you just have to push it outside of the dead zone. Then Link just kind of shuffles in place. And when he shuffles in place, the developers didn't really add a momentum modifier for that, so he just preserves all the momentum that he has. And you can use that to like preserve all the backwards recoil that you get from the jump slash. And with all the speed that we had, we were able to clip through that guard, but that actually sort of tricky out of a West. Normally you fail that trick and then you do the backup. Because there's backups for backups for backups in this game. Like it's so broken. There's many ways to do certain things. So earlier I said that explosives are like glitch ammo. The main goal as Child Link is to get Zelda's Lullaby and get explosives. And that's the kind of main things we're gonna do. So to get Zelda's Lullaby, we're gonna need to go into the Hyrule Castle, and for that we need to wait an entire day and night cycle. So pretty much everything I do here in Hyrule Field, time of day is gonna pass during that. So if I waste time, I'm not actually wasting time. Like, while there's text boxes up, for example, with these owls, time does not pass. But if I'm just rolling around, time of day is passing. And I have to wait for it to become nighttime to enter the castle. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is inverted camera. This is one of my... Look, you can see the owl flying away in the top right.
that's
So,
neat.
Yeah. For the camera, it's just a little swag thing. It's kind of useless, though it's useful in some places. But I really like the way it looks. So now this owl over here, we're gonna just west past him, and he won't talk to us because the game considers Link to be busy while he's westing. And so that's the way to skip that owl. We're gonna have to also skip him when we leave Kakariko, but we'll get to that when we get there. So yeah, no. Earlier I said that we were supposed to get explosives. Why are we in Kakariko? Well, we're gonna go into bottom of the well early. We're not supposed to do this until like the very end of the game. Okay, that's fine. I'll have backup strats. So I'm gonna jump slash, and then I'm gonna talk to Navi after I finish my jump slash. Link is gonna step back. Whoops. Oh, there we go. So Link steps back after he does jump slash. He talks to Navi and just falls through the floor because when talking to Navi, the game kind of forgets to check for water collision. So now we're in bottom of the well. There's gonna be shallow water all around here. Remember that shallow water. Oh no. Okay, I have to hurry to make it. Okay, so I'm gonna get infinite sword glitch. There's a lot of stuff happening here that you're not gonna maybe understand right away. But I got infinite sword glitch off that. So I basically interrupt a crouch stab with a text box. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna YOLO this one. I got it!
Wow, that's amazing. True YOLO.
Okay, so I fell through the floor. It didn't hit. Okay, so that shallow water that I talked about earlier, that extends infinitely downwards, so we can use it to float back up. Uh-oh, we got stuck. That's fine. We can just try again. There we go. So yeah, now we got bomb shoes. Okay, so look at the text right here that's gonna pop up. You see that text? That's on my shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's so what that is the game basically tells you need a classic controller to play this. Except it tries to say it in Japanese, and I don't have a Japanese Wii menu installed. So when it tries to find the Japanese characters, it just finds garbled up mess of characters. So yeah, little jump slash. I mean, little backflip into the water to save some time. Go up quicker. So now we have explosives. So the first explosive you're supposed to get is bombs. But the problem about bombs is that they're in the Dodongo's cavern, and to enter the Dodongo's cavern you need explosives. You're supposed to get strength upgrade and use a bomb flower and stuff. But there's 4 bomb shoot chests all over the game. So bomb shoot chests are nicer for the explosives. Okay, so targeting that sign, the game also considered Link to be busy. And that's how we skipped the owl again. So we could skip that one 2 times. You can also skip the other owls that are all around here. But that's that kind of gives you a lot less time of day, and I didn't want to risk that for a marathon. Okay, so now I'm going to stand on this chain. And it's going to teleport me to the top. Oh, whoops. I wasn't supposed to jump slash there.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
We do, yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, we've received a €4.20 donation from Flush, who says, "I don't even know what Gelster means." Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Kinte. I still don't know myself.
No one knows.
Pock once explained it like one who jelsts. That's the closest explanation I've gotten. Okay, so I'm gonna take some damage on accident. I mean, on purpose. I kind of need to take half a heart more, and I don't really know where to do it.
You can drop a chew against Zelda.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do that.
That's pretty
Or
fast
just
because it explodes right away.
Yeah, I'll do that. It'll cost me a chew though. That's kind of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to. Okay, so this is a seam walk. Gonna scoot our way up here with a precise angle. It's not necessary. You can still make it before it turns daytime without the seam lock, but it's just cool. I like to flex and then miss all my inverted cameras. So what we're supposed to do here is you're supposed to get the egg and then let the egg hedge with a day and night cycle. And then wake up that guy. Oh, this is perfect actually. I missed this and now I can do this again.
Just health management.
Yeah, this is health management, folks. Nothing out of the ordinary. There we go. Wow, when your mistakes all add up and you make it right again. Okay, so now we got guards. We skipped waking up Talon, we skipped the chicken, we skipped all that. Now we have guards. These guys are complete jerks. Uh-oh, he's gonna catch me.
Oh.
Yeah. I was too risky. Okay, so for my runs, I'm used to being really risky in this, and I have to kind of adjust and be a bit more safe. So they, if you side up frame perfectly, they'll only catch you if you're in their vision, and then you stand on the ground for 2 frames. So if you side up frame perfectly, they won't see you. If they're in the middle of turning their head, you can escape their vision.
Let me know when you have time for some donations,
It's
because
coming up very soon.
we've got quite a few coming in here.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna wait for that guy. If I go all the way to the top there, I can side hop past. I can do with 1 frame perfect side hop. I can make it past him. Okay, this RNG is really bad. Let's go up here.
Yeah, guards are pretty RNG heavy factor on this category.
Yeah, they just kind of stop whenever they want. But yeah, we made it past them. That's good. Now we're at Zelda to get Zelda's Lullaby. And now we got 3 minutes of cutscenes coming up. So this is a good time for donations.
Fantastic, because we've got plenty sitting here coming in now. So let's start off with €1 from Not Nandi, who says, "Do you already know what Gelster means?" Thank you very much indeed. I'm sure we're going to find out during the course of this wonderful run.
I sure hope so, because I'm still on the quest, man. I have no clue.
Thank you very much indeed for that donation. We've also got a €2 donation from Habkainanama, who says, "All hail Barney!" Hashtag road to 7.5. And that's a good reminder because we're on €7,366. Let's see if we can get to the €7,500 mark for the Dutch Cancer Society. That would be absolutely fantastic. Can I continue?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, fantastic. We've still got more here. We have another €1 donation from Sniper Wave. Can we try and get a €1 train to 7,500? Let's give it a shot, everyone. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get on that train. Only €1 each, and we should be able to make that target. So keep those donations coming in, please. And one final one for now. We have €1 donation from Caramel Panic, who says, "Let's go for the €1 hype train. Choo-choo!"
Okay, so I guess I can talk about the actual name change some more. So basically what happens to this category is in 2006 there was this glitch found called RBA, which allowed you to manipulate your inventory. You could write any value you want into it. Well, not any value you want, but you can write the values that you want to beat the game and skip all the dungeons. Then a category is born called No RBA, which was this. Like, the route changed so much that it's barely the same now, but back then it was No RBA. Then Wrong Warp was found in 2012, so then it became No RBA Wrong Warp. You basically just kept like adjusting the definition to add all the glitches that were found along the way. So then GIM got found, and it turned into No IM Wrong Warp, and IM was like it was the umbrella term for RBA and GIM. And then we realized, wow, this is all getting really complicated. This should not be in our name. We should just have one name that stays the same forever, and we shouldn't have the rules all explained within the name. We can just name our category whatever, and then the rules will be implicit. So there was this long vote. Actually, I'll continue this story later, because now I have to skip this cutscene. I'm going to kill myself and enter the cutscene at the same time. So now you can see that the camera kind of pans as if the cutscene's supposed to start. We now have the song. And we also skipped the cutscene, so that's nice. Now I can just talk to Impa and make it out here. So now that we have explosives as well as Zelda's Lullaby, we pretty much have everything we need. Only we got 80 rupees along the way as well. Those 80 rupees are going to be used to buy the Hylian shield. We'll have to get it eventually. And because the rupees are really on the way with this route, it's fastest to get the Hylian shield here. If you can't get rupees right away, there's also a Hylian shield in the graveyard. But this is faster for now. Okay, so to actually go adult, you're supposed to beat 3 child dungeons. That triggers the cutscene where you get the Song of Time and the Ocarina of Time. And when you have all that, you can finally get past the Dora time and become adult and do the rest of the game. But we don't need any of that. Because this classic trick found in 2006. So I'm going to do a setup to get a certain angle. Oops, I was a frame early. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Unbuffered. So yeah, you do a side roll, which is like roll to the side, pretty self-explanatory. And then out of a side roll, you can side hop backwards. And the nice thing about side hopping backwards is that you can side hop your way out of bounds, like at that little corner over there.
We have some donations when you're ready for them.
Okay. You can side up out of bounds at that little corner, but you can't really jump slash back in unless you have a good angle. So with the backward side up, we can like retain our angle and get a nice jump slash in there. But yeah, now we got like 4 minutes of cutscene coming up, so that's a very good time for donations.
Thank you very much indeed. Okay, we've still got them coming in. Our train is rolling down the tracks now towards the 7,500 euro mark.
Ooh, hype
Let's
train
keep
not
it going.
stopping.
Indeed, let's keep it going. Okay, let's start with 4 euros from Rekelt. Hey friends, I've been involved for about 60% of the stream, but I'm so sad that it's going to be over pretty soon. Well, you're not the only one. I think we're all a little sad it's going to be over. Best of luck to Jelster to not getting caught by the guards again, and beating Ganon, not in that order. Thanks, friends. Thank you very much indeed, Rekelt. Again, really appreciate it. We have $1 from Zita, who says, did someone say donation train? Choo choo! €1, sorry. I'm always getting that mixed up. Then we have another euro from Rowan, €1 train, let's go. And finally for now, we have another €1 from Noinkel, €1 hype train, poggers. Thank you very much indeed for all of your generous donations. Keep that train rolling.
Very nice. So yeah, as I was saying about the category names, so we pretty much agreed we can't have a category name that changes all the time. We have to agree on one. And the main contenders were Shadow, Spirit, Ganondorf, and Ganondorf Source Requirement, which is what you see now. So Shadow, Spirit, Ganondorf, it kind of goes over the main things you do in the route. You beat Shadow and Spirit for Ganondorf. But Ganondorf Source Requirement, I guess it's a bit more accurate, but it just sounds worse when you say it, in my opinion. I think SSG just sounds a lot nicer than GSR. But anyway, there was a vote, and it was exactly 50-50. Like, down to the votes. It was all exactly 50-50. So there was a revote with another name thrown in. Essential Ganondorf Requirements. EGR. But yeah, it ended up being this, GSR. And now we all have to get used to the name. I'm still having trouble with it myself. But once we'll put it through, once we get through this, we'll have one name that we can finally abide by. It's gonna be great, I think. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, who just joined, don't know what this category is, don't know what we're doing. Basically, the point is we need to get light arrows, and for light arrows, because you need to shoot a light arrow at Ganondorf, we're going to get light arrows in their original location. That's what source requirement means. You can't write them into your inventory. And to get light arrows, you need to beat Shadow and Spirit Temple. That's how you trigger the light arrow cutscene. We also need magic, and for magic, you need Zelda's Lullaby, which we already have. And then also, we're gonna need explosives. We're gonna need more explosives than we have right now because we have 7 chews left, and that's just not enough to make it through the full run. And for light arrows, we'll also need a bow and arrow, which we need to get from the Forest Temple. So we have quite a big laundry list of things to do, dungeons to visit, sights to see.
Do we have time for another?
Yes, we do.
Okay, we've received €1 from Critical Sid. Donation train, let's go. So we're getting there, and we have another euro from Lars24. Hello, people. Good luck on the run. Love Ocarina of Time. Love the stream. Well, we love your donation. Thank you very much indeed.
So there's also there's a lot of new stuff still being found in this category, which surprises some outsiders with a game that's run as much as this. There's still new stuff being found. Actually, in 2016, I thought this category was awful. I hated it. I never wanted to run it. Oh no, I didn't say. Fuck me. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's great. I just didn't. I just saved too late. So now we have to start at the bottom of the well again. I actually did this exact same thing in a different location at the other BSG. I'm really disappointed in myself. Are y'all ready to sit through 10 more minutes of cutscenes?
Well, then we better get more donations to get it through the cutscenes, right?
Well, we're still, the train is still chugging along at the moment, but let's keep those donations coming in. I would like to remind everyone that we are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organise bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We're currently streaming our annual event live from the Hotel Asteria in Van Rij, the Netherlands. We're raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organisation committed to fighting cancer while aiming for more cures and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. All of your donations will go towards the Dutch Cancer Society. We're currently at €7,376. Let's see if we can hit that 7,500 mark by the end of this run. Remember, this is the last run of the marathon, so let's get those donations in. Thank you very much indeed.
Can we crank up that estimate? So yeah, we're just in time, back just in time for the worst part of the run. So like, yeah, child in this category. You basically play up until guards because your run usually dies at guards. And then after guards, you decide whether it's worth continuing. And when it is, you know, you sit through a bunch of cutscenes and all that, but like after that, you're done and you can like actually start the run. Like it feels kind of like first cycle in Majora's Mask, even though that's even worse.
So we're basically just getting the real GSR experience here, just Child 1 all over again.
Yeah, indeed. You know, this, so I pulled this exact same thing at BSG Monthly a couple months ago, except that was like after the intro cutscene, so you could actually restart the run. This is kind of...
Yeah, this is one of the toughest places to do it, I must say.
Yeah. So yeah, also the first time it was at least funny, now it's just... Yeah.
With that said, do we have time for some more?
We
There's
have a jolly old time for as many donations as you want.
Fantastic. You're making my job easy tonight. Okay, we've got them still rolling on in. Our train is still gathering some speed here. We've received €1 from everybody's favourite, Bad RNG, who just says, choo choo. Thank you very much indeed, my friend. That's really appreciated. We've also received another euro from Distro. Thanks for the amazing event. Let's keep the donation train going. Choo choo. I'm going to get fed up of that. And finally, for now, we have another euro from Multisato saying, so this is the box where I type stuff in and you guys read it? Choo choo.
Okay, so I accidentally crawled in during nighttime. But we'll be fine. Okay, if this guy can just look down, yeah. Then we're able to get past him safely if we like sight up past him while he's turning his head. So this one's rather dangerous.
That one can be the biggest troll, like, he can look away
Yeah.
and suddenly decide, You know what? I'm
like,
just gonna look
suddenly
back
start
right
turning
away and
his
then.
head. Okay, I hope this guy won't start walking too fast. And we're good.
Well, at least you have your chew back now.
I
Also
guess
that.
so, yeah, that's something. I have 1 shoe extra.
Spirit Hover's gonna be free.
For sure. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, quite a lot of stuff is being found in this category still. So in 2016 it was awful. Boat skip was this, like in Shadow Temple you have to do this trick that was just this long sequence of things that were, like individually they weren't very difficult, but you have to do them all in a row and not mess up one single thing. So that made it very tough. And that was like right after the whole, like, after this whole slew of cutscenes that we just went through, you instantly have Shadow Temple. So that usually just kills your run right away, like at boat skip. That's what made the category the worst. And then a new boat skip was found in 2017. So at that point, I was kind of like, oh, you know, this category, GSR, might be something again. You know, I'll still keep playing all dungeons for now. This might be something. And eventually, I switched to GSR, and then even more stuff got found. Like there was a new boss key skip in the Spirit Temple that was a lot easier. Like it wasn't faster. In fact, it was a couple seconds slower if you perform both optimally. But the harder version is so hard that you're pretty much never going to perform it optimally. At least that's the case for most runners, including me. So that was really nice to get a replacement for that. And then there was also, with that, there was also like a new gate skip found that saved like 15, 20 seconds. Or is there still a lot of new stuff being found in this category? And then the new owl skip route that I didn't do, because the owl skip route is kind of tied with time of day. So I didn't want to do that for a marathon, but that was found. And this category is still very alive.
We're getting snowed under with donations here at the moment, so just let me know when
Alright.
you've got a bit of time.
Sure have time right now.
Okay,
So,
fantastic. Right, let's start then with a €10 donation without any comment from Mr. Who, but thank you very much indeed, greatly appreciated. We have a €1 donation from Megakek. I too have boarded the Barney Express to €7,500. Choo choo! Thank you very much. We've got €20 from Arbin Gordon, who says, donating just for the Ocarina of Time save fail. Good luck on the run. Well, thank you very much indeed. Your generosity is greatly appreciated.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
You raised money with it.
I guess.
Do we have time for some more?
We do, yeah.
Okay, we've received a €19 donation from Lars101, so thank you for that. We've also received a €1 donation from Stacey, joining the €1 hype train. Come on, boost it, guys. Thank you for an amazing week, BSG. Can't wait for the next event. And thank you, Tim, for being awesome. Oh, thank you very much. I'm blushing now. Keep the train rolling, Pog. And one final one for now, we have €1 from Floha258. Did I hear a train? Choo choo!
Just remember to buy this shield again.
It's
I hope
actually
this,
possible there to like walk out of the shop without actually getting the shield if you're too fast.
Yeah, it is. So basically, when you enter a building, there's that white text that shows up that like says shop or something. While that white text is up, Link can't do the hold the item above his head. He just can't do that. So the game delays that until the text is gone. And you can buy the shield before the text is gone and just walk out of the shop without receiving the item. There we go.
Nice, good dot
Faster than
skip.
last time. The like dot skip, like if you jump slash early, it's fine because you end back in bounds. You can just try again. If you jump slash late, you fall through the void and you have to wait like 30 seconds for Link to like go all the way down. It's probably not quite 30 seconds, but it sure feels like it. Okay, so now we got this cutscene again. Turning adult, learning about our quests and stuff.
So people are always talking about how in this cutscene Link is suddenly adult and he still wears clothes that fit him. But
Yeah.
no one notices that suddenly his ear is pierced. So
Yeah, yeah. Ruru did some stuff that Link wasn't aware of.
Do we have a moment?
We sure do.
Okay, fantastic, because we are really rolling along. We've got €1 from Anonymous. Just admit it, Jelster. You did this on purpose to buy us more time for the €1 train. Keep it going, folks. 7,500 euros, here we come. And we've got a very special €50 anonymous donation that says, let's reach this milestone. Choo choo. And by my reckoning, we are only €19 away from the 7,500 euro mark. So come on, folks, let's make it happen.
Can I interject with something? If this hype train is anything like the Dutch-Nederlandse spoorwegen, then I didn't have to delay a single thing. It'll delay itself.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, if there's any more donations, now's the time.
Yes, we do indeed. They're still coming in here. We've got another one just come through. Let's just get this up on for you. Okay, we've received €10 from Killing11. Thanks everyone for the great week. I had some fun runs, thanks to everyone. Now for one final pun. Why did the pun fail his English class? He didn't use proper punctuation. Thank you very much, Kinnan. Greatly appreciated.
I liked it.
We're only €9 away now, folks, from 7,500. Keep them coming. We've received another €1 from Tovermantle.
Tovermantel.
So maybe we can also mention that the category Noam Warp still sort of exists.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. So the whole reason people wanted to change it in the first place was that there's going to be cutscene skips in Shadow Temple and Spirit Temple, and they were performed in the same way that you do a wrong warp. So they were always banned in this category because it was a wrong warp. That was always what people said. Well, when you look at the game's code, they aren't really wrong warps. Like, you just skip a cutscene, but the game does place you in the place it's supposed to place you. So, the name No I Am Wrong Warp technically doesn't describe this category anymore because this category also bans cutscene skips. But there was an alternate category made that is exactly the same as this one, except it does allow cutscene skips. It's a whole confusing, complicated mess, and I kind of want the one that allows cutscene skips to just die already.
It hasn't been very popular at all.
It was never alive, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Like, some good GSR runners just wanted to, like, pick up Reki. Like, I think CMA and Cruxer traded records back and forth a bit when it first came out, and then just kind of halted.
Do we have a
Yes.
quick moment? Okay, we have a very nice donation here from Sende. €100. Thank you very much for your generosity. Can't thank you enough.
Made sure to save this.
Slow, careful save.
Can I continue?
Yeah,
sorry,
you can go on
sorry.
for a while.
My son played Ocarina of Time as he was a child. Watching it makes me feel young again. So thank you so much indeed. With that, we've gone over the 7,500 euro mark. We're on 7,592. Let's see if we can hit 8,000 by the end of this run. We can do it. Come on.
Let's go. You can still go on, by the way. This is just movement, like just back walking and stuff. We're going to Kakariko.
Okay, well, while we're doing that, we would like to thank NintendoCore.org for sponsoring our prizes. Nintendo Core is an online store that sells Nintendo goodies and all sorts of other merch. Be sure to check them out at NintendoCore.org. We'd also like to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. And also a thank you to the Esports Game Arena for providing us with the gaming monitors for the event. The EGA is home to a variety of on-site gaming events in Alphen and Rijn, including our BSG bi-monthly marathons.
Okay, so before we go to Shadow Temple, we have to get Hookshot. So there's surprisingly few items that are actually required to beat most dungeons. Like with explosives, you can make your way through most of them. But Hookshot's really useful, and most categories get it right away. Partially because it's so available. You only have to raise Dampe and you get it. Yeah, we're like the basic items that most longer categories get to make their way through the game is explosives, and then hookshot, and then hover boots. Because hover boots along with explosives are really powerful. You can just get a bunch of momentum using explosive tricks. And then just slide over a huge gap using hover boots.
Do we have time for another?
If I can get up here. Yeah, you have time for another.
Sorry, okay. We've received an €8 donation from the role-playing guy. Let's go on the hype train. With that, that's 7,600 euros raised. So thank you ever so much, everyone. Let's keep it rolling.
You can do another.
Surely, I'd like to remind everybody that we are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organise bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We're currently streaming our annual event live from the Hotel Asteria in Van Rij, the Netherlands, and we are raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society.
All right, so you see that door at the back of the chest? When I go through there, you end up in the windmill in Kakariko, and that's actually really far away from where we need to go. So I'm just gonna side hop back into the area that just unloaded, void out, and respawn at the entrance of the grave. So that just saved us walking all the way through Kakariko to get back to the graveyard. Oh. Okay, now this trick. I bonked, then I got into this weird state. Pulled out hookshot. And on this one, just press hookshot right there. Hookshot jump all the way up here. You get infinite sword glitch, because when you have infinite sword glitch, you can't fall off. So normally I would jump off these ledges if I walked at the edge of them, but with infinite sword glitch, I'm safe for the most part. I can get stuck, but if I'm good, that won't happen. Okay. So now I jump over the loading trigger, and I can. So the door to the Shadow Temple that guards the Shadow Temple isn't loaded, and I can just make my way in here. Even if that door was loaded, there would still be a way to skip it, but it's nice to skip the trigger and save some time. So yeah, most dungeons in this game are just, they've been reduced to, you make your way to the dungeon's item as fast as possible, and then you glitch your way to the boss room as fast as possible, and then you're done. Shadow is a pretty literal example of that. So now we're making our way to the hover boots room, guarded by Dead Hand. Uh-oh. His hand grabbed me. Okay, I one-cycled him. So if you jump slash him at the right timing, you can hit him twice before he goes back into the floor, and you can one-cycle him. Because you're not going to understand most of what's going to happen right now. What you need to understand is that this whole dungeon is on one scene, and only this one room is loaded. Only the textures of this one room are loaded, but the collisions and loading zone of all the other rooms are also loaded. Hang on, I'm just going to save to save. Okay, so I just did a hover slide out of bounds. Oh, okay, I think we're good. So now I'm up against the boss door. You'll have to take my word for it. I just slashed the boss door right there. Okay, that was perfect. So, oh wait, that was not perfect. That was probably a bad frame on the chew before I backwalked. Oh, that's a good frame. One more. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna reset that because if I used like 2 more chews, then I wouldn't have enough to like do another trick later on in the run. So that's why the safety save is nice. This is like one of the bottlenecks for marathon runs. You can get stuck in here. So yeah, you could also do the boat in here, but that boat takes like 2 minutes. It's just much nicer to skip it.
It's always so typical. Like you pause buffer very carefully 5 times, no frame pauses, and then
Yeah,
one more
you
and 2
loosen it
frame
up a little
pauses.
bit, and then like it's all to hell. Okay, getting that rupee was just muscle memory. I don't trust this. Okay, this should be fine. What?
Dang.
I might have a wrong frame on the chew before I start backwalking.
Kind of hard to see.
It's hard to see. This should be good though. Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
All right.
finally. Yeah, you have to start backwalking when the chew is completely blue and there's like not a tint of red back like in there, or the frame after that. And I think I had a hard time like seeing the difference between the completely blue frame and the frame before and after. So yeah, that took a while. But anyway, this is Bongo Bongo, which is a great opportunity to show off how overpowered Infinite Sword Glitch really is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ISG off of Navi, targeting him. I'm going to use Hookshot to stun his hands, because you don't need anything more than Hookshot. He's going to charge towards me, and even though my sword is sheathed, I still have ISG, and he's already dead. Because ISG uses the damage that you have stored from... like basically, ISG is based on a crouch stab, and crouch stabs do not have damage assigned to them. The damage value of crouch stabs is the same as your last sword attack. So if you do a normal slash, and then you do a crouch stab, all your crouch stabs will do normal slash damage. Whereas if you do a jump slash, and then all your crouch stabs will do jump slash damage. So if you do a jump slash, and then you get ISG, your sword will deal jump slash damage every single frame. Which is rather powerful, because with bosses like Bongo, you can just like keep them in this cycle of like getting hit over and over again, and they can't escape. It's also the case with Ganondorf, by the way. He also gets destroyed by ISG. Most of these bosses get destroyed by ISG, but sometimes it's nicer just to use crouch steps. Anyway, we just beat Shadow Temple. We're gonna go way over estimate, but that's fine. So now all that's left is we need to beat Spirit Temple. We still need to get explosives. We still have a couple shoes left, but it's not enough. So we're gonna go to the Dodongo's cavern and get bombs. And then also we're gonna get magic, and we need to get Minuet of Forest. So that's the warp song to go to the Forest Temple. Now you might wonder why we get that now, and why we don't just do Forest Temple right now. You could technically do Forest Temple at any point in the run. The thing is, though, if you go get Minuet, the trigger for that song is in front of the Forest Temple. You cannot go to the Forest Temple without getting that song cutscene unless you use Wrong Warp, which is banned from this category. So we have to get the song and then return there later to actually beat the dungeon.
Can we get some donations in here?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Okay, we have received a €50 anonymous donation. Thank you very much indeed. No comment with that one, but your donation is always appreciated. Thank you so much indeed for donating to benefit the Dutch Cancer Society. And we've also received another €1 from Stacey. The €1 train is not over yet. I have a nice number for you all. 7,777. We can do it. I believe in us. Hurry up, everyone.
Okay, do another donation?
I can advise that we are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organise bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We're currently streaming our annual event live from the Hotel Asteria in Vonray, the Netherlands. And all of your donations, so far we have raised €7,651 for the Dutch Cancer Society.
All right, so I'm down 1 shoe right now, which that's not too bad. We're gonna use 2 extra shoes. We're gonna use 2 shoes in here. So I just slashed that shoe with my sword. That's how you make him. That's how you blow him up instantly. You can also use Dekunas to blow him up instantly. So yeah, that's how you get in here without strength upgrade. Shoutouts to Ocarina Time 3D, because even though there's so many ways to get early explosives in this game, like I said, explosives are glitch ammo, so you want explosives as early as possible. But despite the fact that there's so many ways to get explosives in this game, you still can get them early in OT 3D. In OT 3D, you have to do the you have to do the actual quest where you get Zelda's Lullaby and then Saria's song and then the power bracelets you can, or the Goron bracelets you can actually use bomb flowers. Whoops. It's a huge mess. And all these, there's been so many ideas for early explosives in OT 3D, and none of them worked. They all got so close, but none of them worked. So yeah, by the way, that switch that I just activated in the main room, I just skipped a huge part of the dungeon by doing that. Because you're supposed to like make a ring around and then end up in the main area again. Whoops. Please don't get hit. Okay, that's fine. I was trying to be too fast with this switch. With the other switch, I got the frame perfect little backflip off of it, and I wanted to be swaggy with this one too, but I couldn't. Okay, so this bit is kind of scary. If the keys hit me off the bridge, then I have to do this all over. Okay, we're fine. So now we're gonna skip another bit, just because we're adult Link here. You're supposed to be Child Link in this dungeon. So you're supposed to like loop around this place, but we can just jump across these platforms and make it to the bomb chest. So now that we have bombs, there's nothing left to do in the Dodongo's cavern. Whoops. And we can go get Minuet. So the nice thing about bombs, as opposed to bomb shoes, is that you can actually get bomb drops from grass and from pots and stuff, whereas bomb chews are a bit more scarce. So yeah, we're pretty much only going to use bombs from this point on, unless a chew is strictly necessary. Okay, so blow up this rock. Whoops. Okay, this ledge could be a troll. Just have to kind of watch my health here. Climb it. Okay, so up here, you have these rocks that are raining down from the sky. They spawn in front of Link. So if you backwalk, all the rocks spawn behind you, and it just kind of breaks this section just by backwalking. Okay, so now we have to be kind of careful with these skull vultulas. See, that's why. Okay, so normally I would just hold a bomb and...
Oh my god.
Get out here.
I was like, what are you gonna do?
I wanted to side hop out of the way, but I forgot there was a texting there. That could have ended worse. Songs are hard.
Let us know when you've got time for some more.
Yes, I do now. Cutscene
Okay,
coming up.
fantastic. We have 2 euros from Habkainanama, who says, "All hail Barney." Thank you very much. We've received 10 euros from Velvoy. "Hey BSG, thanks to everyone who made this awesome week possible and to everybody who I got to meet." Well, thank you very much indeed, Velvoy. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. Thank you very much again for that donation. And for now, we've got a €7.77 donation from Anonymous that says, "I'm sadly missing the 4th 7. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for that generous donation.
Okay, so yeah, we just got magic, which is the only thing we really need to Zelda's Lullaby for, I think. Yeah, right? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Unless you do the backup route in Spirit. Okay, so anyway, we have magic. And we also have a quick spin with that, which is going to be a little useful. Not necessary at all, but a little useful. So yeah, now we're on our way to get Minuet.
At this point, can I interrupt just quickly?
Yes, you can.
Okay, just to let everybody, make everybody aware that we still have any donations that you put in can still get you in the draw for our prizes that are sponsored by Nintendo Core. We greatly appreciate that. And we've got 3 prizes currently still up for grabs. We've got the 3D Bursting Effect Pokemon Mural decal,
That's nice.
the iconic Pokemon Banner decal, and the Pokemon Go multi-poke decals. So all you have to do to be in the draw for winning one of those fabulous prizes is to just donate a minimum of €1. Keep that train rolling.
Guess I'm gonna get a ground jump here. You can basically jump just standing on the ground in this game if you store that thing from the explosion. So that's how we just jump on top of this maze and make it all the way over here. Okay, so the reason I got down to half a heart earlier, that was on purpose. I'm gonna pull a bomb here and start back walking on the same frame. And then I'm gonna die and enter this cutscene on the same frame. Is that gonna give me the song? But skip the cutscene. And also, when we were in Lost Woods, we came across Mido. You're supposed to play Saria's song in front of him, so you can like remember that you were Link, because he doesn't recognize you anymore. But you can also just backflip over him. And I pulled out Hookshot because you cannot talk to NPCs while you have Hookshot out. So you can actually backflip next to an NPC that you would normally talk to when you have Hookshot out. So in this upcoming section, there's a lot of Hesses. So I'm going to kind of focus on that because I'm slightly rusty at them. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go to Spirit Temple, which is all the way across Hyrule Field. So this Hess saves a lot of time. They go at exactly twice the amount of speed of back walking. So for these long distances, that's just a lot. Okay, so now we're at this bridge in Gerudo Valley. You're supposed to get over there using either the long shot from the water temple, the normal hook shot won't make it, or getting a Pona and jumping across there. But we don't need anything because we have explosives and hover boots.
Do we have time for some donations?
No, not now.
Okay, no problem.
Crap. Okay, we good. Okay, so coming up after this, we got a little trick. Oh crap! I dropped it. We got a new trick, or well, new. It was found in 2018. Basically, when you have ISG and you shield damage from, for example, a bomb explosion, you will hover in midair. But if you're not high enough above the ground, you will get sucked back towards the ground in like a second. So, if on the same frame that you get sucked back towards the ground, you get hit by another damage source, you can clip through walls. That's what I'm going to attempt to do here. So explosion 1 is going to blow up bomb 2. Whoops, I messed it up. Okay, that's the perfect frame. So backflip on that frame, then explosion 1 blew up bomb 2, and then the explosion from bomb 2 pushed Link through the actual fence. Okay, so I'm going to try to pass all the way across this wasteland. Very nice. So yeah, you're supposed to use Lens of Truth from the bottom of the well to like see some ghosts, and then you have to follow the ghosts through the wasteland. You can also just memorize your way to the end. It works just as well. If you're really good at hessing, specifically about changing your subposition to left and right, you can hess all the way throughout the wasteland. But unfortunately, I'm not. So I just backwalk the last bit. So yeah, now we got the hardest trick in the run coming up right here. Spirit hover. We're gonna basically do bomb hovers, which is what I just explained. When you take damage while you have ISG, you will hover in the air. We're gonna do that all the way up there. And I'm gonna equip hover boots, because when you have hover boots on and you backflip, Link kind of just backflips in place. So then you can kind of land on top of your previous explosion. So get ISG off someone. Come on. Okay. I don't trust this. I want to do one more hover. Hang on. I hope the Gwei is not going to come for me. Okay, good.
Nice,
so
nice.
That's nice. So we made it up here.
Always nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that's tight. So I entered this place, but this is not where we're supposed to go in. So yeah, you might be confused as to why I jumped down. Well, I don't have bombs, and I need bombs to make it all the way to the other side of the statue. Because the item I need is on the other side.
Not magic.
Yeah, you're supposed to like dodge the magic container for the entire run. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't. It's so annoying to get a heart, because then it takes longer to die off these levers. And also getting the heart makes the same sound as getting bombs. So you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, these levers always kill you when you don't want them to, but when you actually want them to kill you, they take forever. It's another one of those things. Okay, so if I continue right now, I'm gonna spawn up top again. So I guess you understand my basic strategy now. Jump down, farm bombs. Hope I get like one bomb drop is enough. I just need to get one.
Yeah.
It's a 1 out of 16 chance. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna actually damage buffer. So if you the little invincibility period that ends when you pull out Ocarina. Like it runs out as you hold your Ocarina, but the game itself freezes, so you can use the same damage source, use the same bomb. Whoops, better work. Okay, are we good?
Oh! Wow, nice save.
My heart.
That was crazy.
Okay, so we got the mirror shield, the required item for this dungeon.
Let me know when you've got time for donations, because we do have a few still.
That would be a decent time.
Thank you very much indeed. Okay, we have received a €20 donation from Stepsaz without a comment, but thank you very much indeed for that. We've received €4 from Patrash, who says, it's been quite a ride these past days. Thanks all the runners for some A-quality entertainment. And I must totally agree with that. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. We've also received €1 from Satanic Nerd. All right then, one more donation, because overestimate BSG equals more BSG. Also, BSG isn't itself without its nerds, so here's a useless fact. 7776 is also magical. It's 6 to the 5th. So thank you very much indeed. And one last one for now. We have a €1 anonymous donation without a comment, but thank you very much indeed for your donation.
Ooh, okay, so these Ormo statues have a 50% chance of dropping bombs, so I got kind of bad luck only getting one bomb drop from them. But I can farm guaranteed bomb drops in some other place. So I activated a fire with that switch, and now I just have to stand in certain places in the room to lure the Anubis to the fire in order to kill him. Okay, so this spot always has bombs in it, and you can just re-enter the area to make it respawn. The bombs disappear from the pod if you pick them up. But as long as you don't pick them up yet, you can continually farm the pod. Okay, and you have to make sure that guy doesn't see you. So he'll laser you up. Okay, so now we're gonna skip the boss key. Gonna get ISG off of the hand here. If I can, okay. Walk up here. And just climb to this statue. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull my sword as this bomb's gonna explode. And then I land on the ground because I pulled my sword. And then as I'm on the ground, I get hit by the bomb explosion, and that pushes Link through the door. So it basically is the exact same glitch that we used to skip the gate back at you know, the Gerudo training ground. That exact same glitch is used to skip this this boss door. It's actually useful for a lot of boss doors. It's also used in the water temple and stuff. So yeah, this is that was quite a long stretch of gameplay. I don't know if you noticed, but this is the first cutscene since the magic cutscene. Quite a long stretch of gameplay with a lot of hard glitches, so this is kind of time to breathe right before these bosses. Okay, so Naburu Knuckle. I'm gonna attempt to this cutscene skip that saves 15 seconds. Okay, so I took her down to an amount of health that one bomb is gonna kill her. I'm gonna just wait for her to get into this corner. It's important that her buddy is hookshotable. Okay, so you can hookshot her body, and if you make her stand like towards the wall, you can hookshot her and like inch your way between. You can clip out of bounds by hookshotting her body like that towards the wall. Which is nice, because then you can fall out of bounds during the cutscene and skip the cutscene and save 15 seconds. So, now that their crony is dead, we can actually enter the real boss fight. So this boss fight is a complete RNG fest. You're supposed to use the mirror shield to reflect the beams of ice to the fire witch, and beams of fire to the ice witch. And they just kind of float around and decide on their own when they want to shoot. You know, it's, sometimes they just give you a triple and shoot 3 times, like all back to back. Other times just kind of float around and wait on you and lose your 30 seconds. Garbage like that. But it is a rather fun boss fight casually, I'll give it that. So the basic strategy is to get as far away from them as possible. And then you can like keep them stuck in the air by hookshotting them repeatedly. Okay, so we need 4 hits, that's 1. I hope that ice one is gonna fire. Okay. Perfect. By the way, needless to say, 1 hit and I'm dead. You know, it's I better not get hit right now because I'll spawn at the entrance of the Spirit Temple, and I'll have to do a whole lot of backup stress to get back up to where we were. Uh-oh. Where are you? Oh, up there. Okay. Yeah, so that's, I don't know. Okay, this should be all of them, right? Okay, okay, good. Screw this fight. So now they're gonna combine into one much more suggestive lady who, so she shoots either ice or fire, and you have to store 3 ice or 3 fire. Now what's nice about her is that the first 3 she shoots are always the same. So this is gonna be 3 fire guaranteed. But if I were to mess up 1, it's gonna start being random. So yeah, I better not mess up any one of them, because then you'll just lose a lot of time. There we go. So now that boss is dead. So yeah, that's Shadow and Spirit Temple for you. Spirit Temple is the hardest part of the run for sure. Just all the Hesses there, Spirit Hover. Yeah. So I'm glad to have it past me. I remember last run that I did for BSG at BSG Monthly a couple months ago. I was in Spirit Temple right now, and I was like, oh, you know, all the hardest stuff is done. I'll probably make my estimate fine. And then I got to Forest Temple, all the way to the end of Forest Temple, and I died. And then I lost like 2 or 3 minutes. That was a jolly old time. So yeah, never jinx yourself. Never say you're gonna make estimate because you won't. Sure, Twitch chat's having fun with this. So yeah, we have a cutscene coming up right now. So if there's any donations, now would be the time. Oh,
We'd just like
the other
to.
way.
Oh, am I okay to carry on?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. No, I would just like to remind everyone that we are BSG Annual. We are currently raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society. We're on €7,696. So if we can get another €4, another €4 to get to the 7,700 mark.
Ooh.
So that would be really fantastic. So keep your donations coming in. We are coming to the end of the marathon here. This is the last run, so you've got a little bit of time. Remember, you've still got the prizes that were available as well. Any donation will get you in for those.
Just €4. Wow. So damn close. So yeah, the only thing we have left to do now is get the bow in Forest Temple. And Forest Temple is actually a very nice. It's very nice that it's in this category, I think, because a lot of beginners are attracted to this category. Because you learn, like, most useful things that you use in most categories, you will learn in GSR. And in Forest Temple specifically, you'll learn how to fight Stelphos, because there's a lot of Stelphos fights. And Stelphos are like the hardest enemy to do fast. Like their AI, I think, is the most advanced within OOT itself. So it's nice to get a lot of practice with that. So yeah, now we're staring straight into our soul. You only get this cutscene like after you beat Shadow and Spirit Temple, and he tells you you should go back to the Temple of Time. And if we were to go back to the Temple of Time right now, we would get Light Arrows. Like, you would think that you need all the adult medallions to get Light Arrows, but no, it only checks for Shadow and Spirit. Because to get the song with which you can even enter Shadow Temple, the trigger for that is the first 3 dungeons. So you're not supposed to be able to do those before doing the first 3 dungeons. But of course, sequence breaks galore. So first things first, I'm gonna get this key. Now those Wolfos that spawn down there, they can spawn way earlier and just hit you before you're able to hookshot the finds. Complete RNG. Okay. So yeah, right there I did a side hop while this cutscene started, because if you roll into this cutscene or walk into this cutscene, Link gets instantly halted as the cutscene starts. But if you're in midair, you will just continue with all your momentum until you land. So now we're like halfway down the stairs as the cutscene ends. Whoops, and I bumped. Okay, so now we got the first Stelphos fight. Come on, fairy. Ah, that fairy. I want that fairy. You can, like, touch the fairies, but still, they just kind of decide on their own when they want to... There we go, finally.
Yeah, fairy hitboxes are terrible, and especially that one for some reason.
Yeah, just make the one in GSR extra terrible. Thank you very much, OT devs. Okay, so now we got a Song of Time block, but we don't have Song of Time, so instead what we're going to do is ledge clip. Oops. Come on. Let's climb up here. Okay, so you can target walls in this game. I'm going to try to target the wall on the same frame that Link... There we go. On the same frame that Link first starts hanging off the ledge, I target the wall. That realigns him while he's hanging off the ledge, which gets him out of bounds. Okay, so now I'm gonna damage boost up here. Gonna get a lot of momentum on the next frame. I'm gonna equip hover boots, carry all that momentum into this ledge. So that skips a key. Now I'm gonna do this new trick that was actually found this year, if I can get it. I think I got it. Nice. Okay. So that's legitimately newly found this year in a pretty optimized category. Shouts to Baker and Smash Mac for those. Now I'm just doing ground jumps to make it through here. Okay.
I can tell you're busy, so let me know when you've got a minute.
I have some time now before the next Selfless fight.
Okay, fantastic. Right, we have received a €20 donation from Mama Saladin without any comment, but thank you very much indeed for your generous donation. And we have received €21 from Nomcesta, who says, where could we find the last 60 coins for the awesome amount? And we're getting close to 7777, so let's see if we can get that. Woo!
Okay, so now we got the next Selfos fight. We're gonna preemptively... Okay, that was not faster. The way I did that. I was supposed to equip my deciments earlier. Oh no! Oh. I had to. Okay, well, remember this room? This was where the first Selfos fight took place. So, yeah, I just fell down there, and now we're gonna have to backtrack through the Forest Temple once again.
While we're doing that, we have room for another?
You sure do.
We're popular today. We're popular today. Okay, we have received a €5 donation without a comment from you, Vincent. But thank you very much indeed again for your donation. We're on €7,742 raised for the Dutch Cancer Society.
Hope this works. There we go.
Awesome.
Oops. And I died. Okay. Then.
Oh man.
Wow. Well, that's a train wreck. I'm just gonna save. Do I have enough? I think I need 5 bombs going into the final area. So.
Can we get some support in the room and some support in chat for the runner, please? Doing an amazing job. Let's keep it up. You got it, Chelsea. Keep at it.
I feel better already. Oh, there. Barney deserves it more. Okay, if I waste another bomb, I might have to go into Hyrule Field to farm more. Or actually, I can use the statues. Oops. Actually, I need this. Okay, now we're good. I just realized this is not strict on stairs. This was the old way of doing this. Whoops. So you have to go up here, get this angle here because now I'm gonna hold Z while climbing up this ladder, if I can actually get onto this ladder. And now, as I get to the top, the angle is gonna instantly snap back to that position.
Yeah, that's the thing with those Stelphos fights. In these categories, they're always going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
You have like 3 hearts total, and one of their jump slash does 2 hearts.
Yeah, their jump slashes are 2 hearts. Normal attacks are like 1 heart, so that's a bit more tolerable. but still, it's pretty tough.
And quite often you arrive at like 2 hearts of health, so then you're not even safe for one of the jump slashes. So
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the reason I side hop here is to get past the Navi trigger. And then at the end of this hallway, there's another Navi trigger, which I can just roll next to. Okay, round 2. I actually died here in my last VSG run. Oh, I threw that not late. So if that hit me, I would have died. Come on, bro. Wow, I shielded that just in time.
Actually, during this cutscene where the platform lowers down, you kinda get sucked into that hole if you're midair, so you don't wanna like backflip or something.
Oh.
Otherwise, you're like ending up downstairs during the cutscene.
I thought you'd only fall down there if you're actually above it while the cutscene plays, but I didn't know that being in mid-air messed with that. That's interesting. Okay. As always, this room is perfectly symmetrical, so I always try to open that chest from the wrong side.
Also, it floats.
Yeah, it floats, and once you see that, you'll never be able to unsee it. Floating chest. Okay, so yeah, if we were to save and reload our save right now, we would end up at the entrance of the Forest Temple. So I'm just gonna play Minuet first to get out of there. And now I'm gonna save warp. To get back to the Temple of Time. So yeah, now that we're in the Temple of Time, we have the Lightero cutscene. The mother, like the grandfather of all cutscenes. Takes forever. So if there's any donations, this would be an amazing time for him. Are there any donations?
Yes, we have a donation indeed. We have received a €1 donation from Mr. Who says, "I'd like to dedicate this euro to the hotel guy. All hail the hotel guy!" Otherwise known as Michael. Well done, Michael.
All hail Michael! All hail Michael! All hail Michael! That guy.
I bet Barney is rolling in his grave.
Wait, Barney's dead?
Well, I don't know about Barney, but 80% no controller is dead. That category is optimized to the T. So this, one nice thing about GSR is that there's actually enough activity that you can sustain a tournament with it. There was a tournament for it this year. It's not over yet. We still have to get through the finals, but that was pretty amazing to see, like a whole bunch of runners coming together in a tournament, you know, doing races. Like I lost both of my rounds, unfortunately, both the rounds that I played. The first one with I think I lost like 3 minutes in Shadow Temple, and then I slowly regained time compared to my opponent throughout the whole run. And then eventually we were completely tied on the second to last cutscene, and then I lost a couple of seconds in the Ganon fight and lost purely to that. Like it was a 1 second difference. So that was insane. And then another race, the other race I had, I died in, I couldn't get Spirit Hover, and then I tried to farm some more bombs. But then I accidentally, when the game asked me to save and continue, I answered no to the continue question. So I lost like 7 minutes doing that. After that, I played really well. It would have actually been a PB if you cut out the whole section of me messing up at Spirit Hover. But yeah, my tournament results have been very lackluster. Right now we're kind of waiting on the last two guys to finish their finals.
So during this part of the cutscene, in the game you're actually becoming child again, and on the 3D version, if you look at the bottom on the touch screen, you can see the items changing to child items and then back to adult.
Yeah, it's not a pre-rendered cutscene. They actually physically make Link a child, send him back, and then play that in black and white, and then physically put him back again. So there's this glitch that, like, you can basically write any item you want to your B button using this glitch, but to do it you have to travel back and forth in time. Problem is, to travel back and forth in time you need to beat Forest Temple, which isn't used in most routes. So in some routes it's actually better to watch the Lighter cutscene to travel back and forth in time, rather than beating the Forest Temple and actually going back and forth in time. It's kind of interesting how that works.
Do we have time for a couple?
Yes.
Okay, we've received $1 from Michael, who says, all hail Barney now. And we have gone over the 7777. We've received 34 euros from Aura, who says, we can't let Barney die. We have some more as well. We've received $1 from Barney, €1, sorry, from Barney. All hail Gelster, it's Gelster percent now. And the estimate says it is indeed Gelster percent. And finally, we've received €10 from Abby, who says GG. GG to you as well for your donation. Thank you ever so much for all your donations. We've raised €7,789 for the Dutch Cancer Society. Please keep them coming. We've got a little bit of time left. Let's keep going and watch this fantastic run conclude.
I just not noticed the estimate. That's really funny. Okay, so yeah, this cutscene is finally over. So now we have light arrows. So yeah, we have everything we need to beat the game, except for explosives. We're actually a little low on explosives. So I'm gonna actually save when I enter this castle, and then I'm gonna try to farm bombs off the Armos statues at the entrance. They have a 50% chance of dropping bombs, so yeah, it's I'm likely to get him, but if I don't get him, then I'll have to just reset my console, and you know, it's kind of the nature of the beast. Okay, so this rainbow bridge that's being built, the only ingredients for that are Shadow Medallion, Spirit Medallion, and Light Arrows. So you have to watch the Light Arrow cutscene first, but yeah, it's nice that they make this for you. You can also get across to the other side just using hovers, but that takes forever and is hard. So I will very much take this rainbow bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna save because I want to farm bombs. Uh-oh, that better explode near me. It did not. It did. Wow. And I'm dead. Okay, well, this might take a while, folks. Hey, that text is on my shirt.
Keep going, we're doing incredibly well. We're all behind you. Woo!
So these beamos also have a 50% chance, I think, to drop bombs, but when you actually try this, you could swear it's less.
See, like...
I've also once had that I thought, like, they're just not giving me anything, but sometimes the bomb just kind of fall behind those pillars, so you gotta be careful if they actually spawn or not.
I should have checked that before just resetting.
Because I think after resetting 2 times and then both times not getting any, I was like, wait. That's very unlikely.
There we go. All right, we got bombs. Gonna safety save again because I don't trust this game one bit. Oh, whoops. that doesn't work. Okay, so basically what I just did is I skipped all the trials. That place where I just did that hover is flagged as a loading zone. If you stand on it, the game treats it as a loading zone. For some reason. So you can get past the barrier by doing that, skip all the trials. Oh, whoops. So yeah, we just skipped all the trials that you're supposed to like need all the dungeon items for. So that's convenient. Troska was actually the first major sequence break that was found in this game. Okay, so that's Stelphos. Oops. Okay, so now we got Iron Knuckles. And we only have 3/4 of a heart, but that's fine. Because even if I had 3 hearts, these guys would one-hit KO me. What the heck? I tried rolling down. Okay, well that's fine. I won't respawn so far away from here. Okay, actually 3 bombs left is not a lot. I think I have... Yeah, I have exactly enough to do all the things I need to do. If I waste 1 bomb, I can still finish, but the Ganon fight's gonna be really slow.
Let me know when you've got some time.
I'm gonna beat these Knuckles real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna have some time.
Okay, thank you.
What the hell? Ah! I wasn't in position. Okay, you have some time right now.
Okay, thank you very much
Great,
indeed.
stretching this out.
Okay, thank you. Right, we have €1 from Spoiled Freckle, who says hashtag roads to 8K. We've also received, woo! We've also received another €1 from Floha258, who also says hashtag road to 8K. By my poor maths, we are €209 short of the €8,000 mark. It would be amazing if we could do that. It would be amazing to contribute to the Dutch Cancer Society just that little bit more. So let's see if we can get those donations in. We've got very little time left now on the marathon, but let's keep those donations coming. Thank you very much indeed.
And a quick spin kill.
Yeah, we can end it with a quick spin.
Just for the swag.
Yeah, for the swag, and also because it'll, like on the first frame that you're able to damage him, the quick spin will damage him, because it's just kind of continual hitbox. So it's also slightly faster. You have to resist the urge to do a Hess here, because I only have 3 bombs. Okay, so now we got the Ganon fight. Ganondorf fight, excuse me. This is what it's all been building up to. Remember, we got like Zelda's Lullaby's child to get magic. We got a bow. We got those light arrows. All for this, because you need light arrows to get past here. You can't get past here without either light arrows or a wrong warp of some kind. So the whole route basically revolves around this. Okay, so what you gotta understand about the Ganondorf fight, there's gonna be a central island where Ganondorf's gonna float on. And and then there's going to be this ring at the side where Link's going to mostly stand on. And you're supposed to, he shoots light balls at you, and you're supposed to stand on the outer ring. He's supposed to float on the middle island. And you like play tennis with the light ball, get it back and forth. Then eventually he messes up, he gets hit by it, and then you can damage him. What I'm going to try to do is reflect his light ball, like jump to the middle island and then reflect his light ball. So that's going to come to him so quickly that he won't have time to react. And I should be able to one-cycle him without playing much of tennis at all. So let's see if I can do that here. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't fall all the way down, it's fine. Oh gosh, okay, well. Okay, no,
Oh, man.
and I fell all the way down.
And this fight always gets more challenging after you miss the first light bulb.
Yeah,
because
because
then these
everything
platforms
just
start
falls.
crumbling down, and it just... You can't really rely on the way you're like used to doing this fight, but...
Yeah.
And it is kind of tricky to do this with like normal sword slashes.
Ah, crap. I'm just bad. Oh no, it's all gone. Okay.
Go, girl, start!
There we go. And he's back alive. And he's back. I missed ISG. Well, that's fine. We can do this. There we go. Okay, this is ISG. We're gonna kill Ganon now. Ganondorf. Okay, he's dead. That took longer than I'd like. He's dead. Okay, so now he's gonna puke up something green. That used to be red in the 1.0 version, but the game got censored, so we're stuck with green. Also rather funny how in the final battle, when you basically impale his head with your sword, that's like blood comes out of it, so they changed that to green as well. Because apparently a blow through the head is not family friendly, but green blood, yeah, nah, it's totally fine now. Not violent at all. Okay, so coming up now we have Void Warp. So basically, if you jump off of here, you're gonna void. The game will realize like, oh, he's not above solid ground. He jumped off, and if he's under a certain height, we'll void him out and place him back at the entrance of the tower, at the top of the tower. There's also loading zones all over this tower that take you to a different area. Like the inside of this tower is considered a whole different scene than the outside. What I'm going to try to do is void out and enter one of those loading zones on the same frame. Okay, good. So now as long as a rock doesn't land on my head.
Oh, the rock.
I'm so good at jinxing myself.
You're doing brilliant. Keep going.
Okay,
Pure
so I'm just
RNG
gonna...
there.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna die right now. Oh, Christ. Please. Okay, okay. So, that was on purpose because I need a full 3 hearts to survive the Void Warp down there.
While you're doing that, we do have plenty of donations. Do we have time for them?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, we've got quite a few coming in. These bringing the donations in now. We've received €1 from Grumpmeister, 8K, just one less than Sniper's amount to go. Let's make it happen. Barney Army. We've got €1 from Sniper Wave, almost at 8K. Can we do it? I'm sure we can. We have a €1 from Ras. All aboard the train to 8K. Choo choo. We've got €1 from Twitch Chat. Thank you, Twitch Chat. Who says hashtag road to 8K. We've €5 from Paulister. Where's my €5 train folks at, yo? Let's give everyone at BSG Annual something to remember. Let's clutch that 8K with a €5 train. Choo choo! We've received €7 from Akamaru, up to the 8,000. Thank you very much. €1 from Zephyr. thank you for putting this on. This is my first time watching BSG, and I'm so proud of every runner putting forth their best efforts and putting on a great show with great humour. Lots of love from the USA. Well, lots of love from the Netherlands to you as well. We've also received €5 anonymous donation with hashtag road to 8K. And the last one for now, we have $10 from Kethil. Go Jelster. Had the best event ever, guys. Thank you so much to everyone involved, and see you next year. Really hope to see you as well.
Okay, so, do you have any more donations? This is like the final opportunity we have for him, kind of.
Yep, we're up to date at the moment, so we'll just see the final section of the game here.
All right then. What I'm supposed to do at the beginning of this fight is store a jump slash, because all my crouch stabs will then do jump slash damage, as I explained earlier. Store a jump slash, then super slide into this fight. Because if you're super sliding, and Ganon basically tries to knock away your Master Sword, and then you have to fight with whatever other weapons you have. I don't know if you paid attention, but we didn't get a lot of other weapons in this run. So it's going to be quite hard to beat him. Or not hard, slow rather, to beat him without a Master Sword. So I'm going to try to preserve it here, but I only have one bomb, and doing super slides off one bomb, I'm kind of bad at it. I kind of need two to do it consistently.
Oh, nice.
Woo! Okay. I got lucky, I guess. That's something.
So this is actually kind of hard. You have 2 frames for this, but there is one in between that doesn't work, so
yeah,
it's kind of trolly.
Yeah. Like when it's just a frame window, that's one thing, but if there's one frame in between that doesn't work, that just throws you off completely. So I have to hold R like my life depends on it. So during this cutscene, Link's supposed to react all scared and stuff. I'm like, oh, my sword's getting knocked away and all that. But his facial expression is, well, this. He doesn't seem awfully distraught, and now he's not even on camera. Okay, so now we still have our Master Sword with all the damage stored in it. So this phase is supposed to take 10 hits. But the Master Sword does jump slash to 4 damage. And yeah, that phase is already over. Jump slash to do 4 damage, and we hit him 3 times. So all your weapons damage is changed to 1 in that phase. Except the Master Sword and Deku Sticks. They didn't change Master Sword and Deku Sticks because they figured you wouldn't have it. So I've got to make sure Zelda gives me permission to slay this guy here. Oh. Please don't kill me. Oh. Wow, that was close. Okay, but 23 seconds from now is going to be time. We finally put a big fat period behind this train wreck of a run. And time. Time!
Can we give it up to Jelster for an amazing run here?
Thank y'all.
They had such an amazing Triforce. Put it back!
Wow. They know how to Triforce.
Triforce, as in the previous game.
In Hyrule. Gaaf. So yeah, I'm done. That's it. That's Ocarina time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Jelster, for that absolutely fantastic run. Okay, folks, stick with us. We're going to be playing some adverts in a second, and then after that, we're going to have our afterthoughts. So please don't go anywhere just now.